Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I am your host for this weekend astro forecast of June 9th to the 11th, 2023. So we have the last quarter moon this weekend, so pretty much getting prepared for the following week where we'll have the new moon. Okay, new intentions, see how we've been doing with our manifestations. I love reading, so this is the chart of that last quarter moon in Pisces. I love this because we can actually talk also about the exact themes, okay? So we have a specific time for this event, and that means we can have access to different aspects here of, the themes within the planets. Grand Rising! Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining, you guys. So the way that we're going to do this today, okay, this is the matrix, okay, the cosmic dance within the matrix. So Western astrology, very much what we're experiencing, okay? We're not comparing with the draconic and emotional. Thank you, you guys. Thank you, thank you. We're going to start through the whole house system, okay? So we're going to start by the first theme. And this is something I want you to look at even in your birth chart, okay? The first, because that's kind of the evolution even through the years of your life, believe it or not, okay? So here we have the first planet, so you would want to look at what is the first element in your birth chart, okay, and that kind of like gives you a bam, this is going to be the theme. I have my Chiron. So I start with the wound. So some of you may want to look at this and have a little humor to see what you kind of signed up for, okay? So here we are talking, and that's the major point, power. I've been talking about this. We're going to be talking about this for a while because Pluto is moving slow, okay? But it's very much about energy balance in terms of power. And here, for you, as you apply all this wisdom to your life, this is about the energy balance, especially under the home. So, the home, okay? But that means also that it's going to trigger some remembrance of patterns within the family. So this is where you want to ask yourself, where do I lose my power? When does it happen? Who triggers me? What triggers me? Because ultimately, people are just messenger. They're messenger of energy expression. That's why sometimes we think like, well, I'm not talking to this person ever again. And then we attract someone that's like different face, different place, but same shit. Right? Okay. So that's kind of like what you want to look at. This is the theme, especially for this weekend. Where do I lose my power? Where does it come from? And this is going to be enhanced here because we have next Saturn teaching you about action reaction with the moon. So that last quarter moon that is going to ask you, especially with this fifth house, the inner child, where you're supposed to find your self-expression, where you're, finding your pleasure, your joy. Okay, what you need to regulate. And this placement of Saturn is really adamant about helping us to find the root of what ails us. The root. And that means that some of you got to be comfortable with revisiting the same old wound. Because every time you have no problem watching a movie you like over and over again, right? Some of you, I know you do that. Okay? So imagine that this is kind of the same thing. Every time you watch it, every time you replay the tape of whatever that is triggering you, you can find a deeper way, a different perspective of what has been hurting you, okay? Now, this moon in this placement is about alchemy. So here we are very much this weekend about becoming alchemist of what ails us, okay? So this is something that I've seen that was very much in the cosmic dance to lead us to this new moon in Gemini. This is why some of you, if you need help with this process, open the gateway to your subconscious mind. I released a frequency healing a brain activation, or really you can actually open the door to your subconscious as you sleep. If you want to even do this as you meditate, this is very powerful. I've been doing this with people one-on-one. I have more sessions, to kind of like see how everything evolves. I will have a workshop, so some of you, if you want to look at my bio link, this is available for pre-order. Some of you, if you want to learn how to become your own healer, do not let anyone make you doubt your own healing abilities. You are the medicine to yourself. There's no other person's energy that can heal you. They are just a vector. They are just allowing more flow so you can activate that, okay? But ultimately, you want to learn how to be this for yourself. And here, as we evolve with this energy, becoming the alchemist, understanding we have this superpower, we're entering in the 6th house, which is very much about the health, okay? Those endings to the wounds. Chiron is there. So some of you, this is the descending line. This is the interaction one-on-one with people. Everything that has been triggering you this week or will trigger you this weekend, realize, kind of take a step back into the triggers, okay? And realize that this is a major assignment, for you to free yourself from those old patterns. Realizing where it comes from, okay? You're supported. You're divinely supported. So every time, it's like, don't feel like, oh, things are against me. I got bad luck, all this. It's because the universe saying like, okay, if your reality is hurting you, is kind of like creating a contrast that is not what you want. It is asking for you to recalibrate, regulate, alchemize everything, so then when you go out again, it can shift. Yes. Yes, you mean past those 40 years, yeah. No kidding. All right, so this is important. Some of you, if your health, okay, because we have a lot going on here. If you're feeling drained, feeling that you need to rest more, this is because you're going through this process. Allow it, invite it, don't resist it, okay? Sometimes it's in the moments where you rest, where you just kind of like lay there, go in nature, daydream, just allow yourself to relax, that some of those insights will come, okay? Now, we're moving into the 7th house, which is very much about our relationships. We have this energy of Jupiter and the North Node that are showing up here. And what's interesting is that when those points are distorted, that means when you are triggered by certain things that you have to align, I've been feeling this myself sometimes, this will create bad temper, impatience. You may feel lazy, like I don't want to do anything. Or you may feel also certain paralysis. You don't know what to do. You're just kind of like stuck, okay? So this is because we have some type of sacred geometry here with Pluto that is kind of saying, I'm not letting you move on to the next level until you get that lesson. I've been telling you, it's almost like we're playing a game. Okay, you got to strike. Saturn is telling you, no, well, you do this, this equals this. Okay, go back into the game. Pluto is watching, creating 1 strike, 2nd strike, 3rd strike, you're out. And what I mean by you're out, it means that you're actually just on the bench. And that means witnessing what's going on. I also felt like I'm on drugs. Why was this happening? So some of you, it's also like that drug feeling could be that you're starting to tap into those alternative states, because we are all trying to bridge the gap between the physical and the spiritual, so we can bring more of that energy. And it can make you feel a little loopy. It can make you feel a little unstable because you're trying to walk in between realms, in between layers of bodies, layers of energy. This is a lot, okay? This is a lot that is happening energetically. That's been a strong week. So again, if you feel like you need to rest, this will put you on the bench, okay? If you need to kind of like review some of those lessons here, because it's really showing in your health, in your patterns, and it wants to free you. Now, we're moving into the 8th house, which is where we merge our energy with others. And we have Uranus with Mercury. Last degrees of Taurus, Mercury is going to be soon in Gemini, okay, joining the Sun. We have here this energy that speaks of watching what drains your energy, what takes away your joy. So you see, this is like literally the same lesson, but it's teaching you, okay, when you go out and about and you go interact with others, don't you see that there's a link here? You see those are the lines? There is a link with how you take the patterns from the family and the way you were, programmed or educated to go about your life. How maybe some of you were people pleasing, or some of you are just like putting others first. And how is it affecting your joy? How is it affecting your power? How is it affecting your energy? How is it repeating again and again the same cycle of the wheel, of the loop? Oh, this is happening with this person again. I don't understand. Why is this happening again? This is kind of like a timeout this weekend, so you can understand. We have the Sun that is speaking. It's the last degrees here between 15 and 20. Okay, we're 19 degree for this weekend. Speaking of sovereignty, the Sun is very spiritual here with the 9th house. It's trying to teach you how to be sovereign from a spiritual point. Okay, so kind of like bringing this energy of spiritual sovereignty, spiritual autonomy, detaching from some of the patterns. You're supported here. This is kind of squaring the moon. It's going to ask you to alchemize. That means take the past, take the pain, and transmute it in something great. Okay? There's a lot of reels on Instagram that speak about this, the comeback of the queen or the king after walking hardship, after walking through darkness and coming back. Okay, so that means this is happening this weekend, and you have to find that power, because there is wisdom in everything you've gone through. Now, as we're moving this, which is amazing, is that this 10th house, which is part of building your career, this is part of your ascension, this is part of your public life, things that are meant for you. We have a placement of Venus and Mars that are very much about bringing confidence in your spiritual path. I've been having sessions with some of you that are starting to be leaders in, opening those gateways for natural, holistic ways to go about life, bringing this new awareness. You are supported. And you have to pay attention, and this is something, that was a great awareness that I discovered through many sessions this week, is that you have to realize one thing, and that's probably the main thing that I want you to take with you, is that when you have doubts, realize that usually doubts, most of the times, they come from others. Because when you're in alignment with your source and you feel called to do something, oh, I want to learn how to dance. Oh, I want to be a singer. Oh, I want to be a writer. Oh, I want this. You don't have yet the feedback of others with the little voice to say, are you sure? You think you can do it? I don't. Other people's opinions. So every time you catch a doubt, I want you to realize and find the source of that voice and that doubt, because it's not yours. It's not. It can never be yours. I've seen it this week. You can think, I'm so glad you guys are, receiving this energy. This is thanks to all the sessions I've had this week where, literally I could feel it in people when I was channeling for them. I was literally seeing how some of you, you're literally not finding your path. You're like a chicken without a head. Literally like a chicken without a head because other people's voices and doubts. And some of you, it started from childhood. Those traumas, you know, the parents, the teachers, the people at school, you know, the peers, saying all whatever they said, and those are the ones you want to squash. Okay, I'm glad you are all mind blown, and just so you know, this is like we're doing this collectively, because I had never seen it so clearly. I had never seen it so clearly before I got to do all those sessions this week, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, really? That's that powerful? Like, literally sometimes just taking over your brain, and you have like no access to focus. You're literally taking over and be like, what was I supposed to do again? And just kind of be redirected. It's almost like someone's voice with their influence redirecting your life, your course, and you not being able to find it again, because if you allow more of those, then you're freaking lost. So some of you, when you come to the sessions, were able to find the source, okay? And some of you, thank you, by the way, Christina, I know you already pre-ordered the workshop. Some of you, I am waiting to actually record this workshop, because the ones that are pre-ordering are going to be, you know, supporting the channeling. So that means that if you're really resonating with this energy, while I'm going to channel all this energy, I'm going to probably go on a fast for a couple of days to channel all this power for us, okay? You're helping yourself and you're helping me so we can channel this together. So some of you, if you want to go in my bio link, you can pre-order the workshop. This is going to be a video recording, and the ones that are supporting me to build this energy, there's obviously going to be something for you in this. But I'm like letting this build up. We're going through major shifts of power, major shift of karma, ending those karmic contracts, because we're realizing we have the power to do this energetically through one thing: awareness. Awareness is the healer. Consciousness is the healer. So you understanding where it comes from, and you, when it shows up again, being able to catch it, hold it, and look at it again. And if needed, looking at it from different perspective will heal it all. Thank you, you guys. I love all of your comments, you guys. Thank you so much. I am going to hop off. But again, if you have questions, you can DM me. If you want to subscribe, where we go deeper into those moon events, because this is the dance of the moon and the sun, conscious and subconscious. So some of you, if you want to start mastering this process, hop on the subscription. And for the ones that want to learn how to activate their inner light and start really activating your own soul medicine, your own superpower, so you can really become the genie and the lamp and really harness that power, go hop on and look at the workshop, okay? I am waiting a little bit so I can feel the ones that want to support this channeling and get obviously some things that are meant for you in this channeling. So thank you so much, you guys. Sending you much love and light. Namaste.